So yes, you can change your life with swing trading. Not day trading, swing trading. There's more than one type of trading in this world. Shock, horror, social media, collapses. So you can have a life, you can have a job, you can be a busy parent, you can be a retiree who does not want to be nailed to these charts all day long. What's the point of trading if you can't have a life at the same time? So I'm going to show you how in this video with a worked up example of a trade I took. And I'll show you how it's not just my crazy thoughts, actually the world's best traders trade like this. Trading is not all about Lambos. Good trader would never buy a depreciating asset. This is the closest I'm getting to a Lambo that I own. So I'm a working class guy who had a corporate career and I learnt how to trade, specifically swing trading. And it changed my life. Hey, when I started out, I believed that trading was all about day trading. And I believe that's because there's such a lack of poor information about that. And that's kind of the reason I make these videos. I believe that swing trading was more difficult. I had to know the fundamentals. I had to understand a lot more than just taking simple patterns, which is this just my opinion? Is it some bloke on the internet, on YouTube, and it's just my opinion? It's not. All the greatest traders in the world have been swing traders. This guy, Jesse Livermore, is arguably the best swing trader or the best trader that's ever lived. He made $3 billion in the 1929 Wall Street crash. You can look it up online. There's Dan Zanger, Mark Minervini. And did you know, like the chairman of Liverpool Football Club, John W. Henry, is a swing trader. He made that much money. He set up Fenway Sports. Your pension fund, how do you think that is managed? Swing trading. It is the proper form of trading. I'll show you in this video. It's simple, but the thing it isn't is short-term greedy. And in the words of Warren Buffett, the greatest investor that's ever lived, you want to be long-term greedy, not short-term greedy, because short-term greedy fails. So let's go through a trade that I took recently in January 2024 on GBP NZD, so the pound versus the New Zealand dollar, and I'll show you exactly what happens. So let's go and look at these babies. This is the beginning of December 2024, and there is a push to the upside, and for the whole of December really it's an upside going to the upside. Then it meets weekly supply zone. Generally, they are respected 80 to 90% of the time. Supply zone just means the market expects sellers to enter there. It creates a base here, which is essentially a kind of disagreement between buyers and sellers, and the price just sits there. And then it breaks it. This is January the 1st, 2025. You can see it's broken that upward trend line, and it's also broken the base. Then price proceeds to then push to the downside for 21 days. And then at the back end, it does a very, very similar thing. It sits there in a base and then breaks to the upside, and then I exit the trade. Here's my risk to reward. It was about a 1.5, something like that. So yeah, I made about $500 actually. And so I risked probably 300 or 250 or something like that. Yeah, about 350 to make $500. So it's good, solid trade. And I'm deliberately showing this because there are trades that show like bigger risk reward, but this just shows just a nice solid trade, and the probability of this trade succeeding is really high. Things I love about swing trading is, one, that it is accessible to people. I'm a working class guy, like I say, and I think it's amazing. Secondly, I love not being too close to my entry. As you can see, for 21 days, once it had moved away from my entry, pretty chilled about it, to be honest. I didn't care either way, and that's the kind of mindset you need when you're trading. If you care about every candle that's going up and down, it's going to screw with your psychology. So swing trading is fantastic for that, because once price has moved away from your entry, you can relax and look for another trade. As I say, like anything, it needs training, practice, and experience. So please don't take this video as just go and do this and you'll make a fortune, because that's what it takes. It takes considered training, practice, and experience. And then you can make a difference to your life. So I hope this has been useful. If you need any more help from me, then hit me up on some of these links. I'd really appreciate if you like and subscribe and give me feedback on what you think. Cheers.